Welcome to Words with Twist Tarot with me, Kevin. Today we're going to do something special. So if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. For all my subscribers, thank you. This deck I received today, and I actually bought it on a whim from Etsy. I was scrolling through the different listings, and I really liked how it looked. It resonated. The cards were just really cool. I don't know if it's available on Amazon or not, but again, I got it on Etsy, and the price of it was around $19.56, and it came from Latavia. And what the deck is called the Universal Tarot Deck with Guidebook and Tarot Bag. So let's go ahead and get started. So it came in I keep saying it came in a plastic bag wrapped really well, with like duct tape almost. And this was the box inside. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right. Here's a little guidebook that comes with. It's called the Mystical Universal Guidebook. That's kind of cool. It's actually nice too. It's like a little pamphlet or something, a little gloss on there. Goes through all the cards, gives you an idea of what they're about, a little paragraph, also a little sentence. Can you see that right there? Let's see, goes through all the manners as well. Any spreads in here? Yes, and at the end, it gives you a couple of spreads that you can do. That's kind of cool. So you have the 3-card spread right here, mind, present, future, Celtic cross, calendar spread, and the 7-card eclipse, which is pretty much just a horseshoe. All right, that's the book. And now I see something else. What is this? Oh, some candles. I'm not going to open it, but wow, it smells really nice. Fire, water, earth, and air. That's actually really cool. So there's a couple of candles in here. I'm assuming they're incense. Okay. Then, of course, the cards. I'll move the box aside. Let's check this out. Shall we? All right. It's exciting. I really saw the deck. I'm like, I gotta get this. I have no idea of the quality. I don't know how good it is. I haven't even seen it reviewed before, so first time for me and for you. Okay, that's the bag it came in. And then the little bag. It's like a velvet bag. That's actually really nice. Okay, open it up. Go easy with it. Drawstrings. Okay, the cards have a little, like a paper band on it. They're not glossy. They seem to be kind of matte. Yeah, they're matte, definitely matte. All right, let's go ahead and walk through these. Take this here off. All right, now the cards. That's cool. So we'll start, I guess, with the Fool. I'm going to lower the camera down, so give me a second while I lower it, and then we'll go ahead and just start looking at these cards, and they are already looking kind of cool. All right, and here we are, ready to go. So this is the Fool card. I really like this. You see the wand with the sword, the chalice, and the pentacles, the earth. This covers all the elements. And you see how he's kind of a little bit crazy with his tongue sticking out there? That's a very interesting rendition. Okay. The cards, they do feel kind of thin. I don't know if I like him or not. They're kind of like paper thin almost. I don't know if they'd hold up over time or not, but they're still cool, so I'd be careful using them. But that's the back of the deck. Can you see that? Really, really nice. Very light sheen. But again, they are really thin. See, compared to a thicker stock deck, which is the one I usually use on here, this guy, let's just compare the width. Same amount of cards. Yeah, you could definitely see the difference. So again, it's $19.56 plus shipping. And so it's definitely much thinner, as you can see right there. Okay. So again, that's the Fool. The Magician. Ooh, he's cool. I really dig that card. Oh, it's beautiful. The Empress. I like the stars up here as well. You have 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 8, 9, 10, 12. 12 stars. You know what? What's 2 into 1 is a 3. Ties back into her, the Empress. The Empress with the blue and the green. Really interesting card. The Hierophant. I skipped one, didn't I? Yeah, the Emperor. See, they're thin. They're very thin cards. Well, not really thin, but they're thin. The Emperor comes next, the 4. The Hierophant. The Lovers. Man, I'm really vibing on that card. That's a really nice card. Really well done. The Chariot. Strength. Now that's a really cool strength card. It's like she embraces the lion within. The Hermit. That's a cool rendition. Wheel of Fortune. Here, a little closer up. I'm not sure if I like this one or not. But you can see it's more like a compass or a wheel of a ship of some type. Justice. The moon's right there, subconscious. So it's kind of like the subconscious is giving you the balance for the right decision. So now you're taking in all the facts that you've gained in order to make the decision. Your subconscious also play because sometimes your heart can mess with you a little bit. And you see how the mind right there is all different colors, looks like the brain. That's a really cool card. I like the pink, which is more of a human tone of humanity. The Hangman. 2 apples in his hand. That's wild. Death. You know what's cool about this card? You have the butterfly right there and the skulls with the crown on one. And the snake. Snake can actually strike, bite. The sword's not in a defensive position. It's in pointed down, which means it's done. But the butterfly's transformation, it's almost like dying to yourself in order to resurrect into something more beautiful and better. I love it. Temperance. Balance. Huh. That's cool. If you're liking this, drop me a comment. I want to know what you think about it. The Devil. Well, that's pretty wild there. The 2 doves. That's awesome. The doves aren't the doves. The doves are not held against their will. You see right here, the little cord around the neck, it's loose. They can just fly back and get out of it, but they choose to stay there. Interesting. The Tower. The Star. Huh. That's interesting. Dragons? Is that what that is? Dragons? Or pots of some type. Let's look that up real quick in the little booklet to see what they say the star is, because that's an interesting card. So the star, it says that the star follows a tower card in the tarot. It is a welcome reprieve after destruction and turmoil. You have endured many challenges and stripped yourself of any limiting beliefs that previously held you back. You realize your essence, who you are beneath all the layers. Okay. Upright is about theft. Really? The star? Theft, eh? Theft, forfeiture, abandonment, hope for the future, courage, healing, and inspiration. If it's in a reverse position, it's pessimism, arrogance, impotence, tension, loss of innocence, and despair. I can see some of those, but some of them I don't agree with, you could say. But hey, each to their own. That's the beauty of tarot. The moon, oh, that's wild. They become the 2 pillars into the unknown as the moon lights its way with the shadow light and they move through the valley or the water. And the gray, neutral. Blue, emotion. Yellow is that sun energy. Orange, like warning, be careful. But what's interesting is it looks like there's 2 wolves, not a dog, because usually the dog represents the humanity of man or the domesticated version of man, where the wolf is the wild side of man. That's a really interesting card. The Sun. Oh, I dig that. Judgment. Interesting. Reaching up from the pits of hell. Looking for atonement. That's cool. The World. I really like that card. And so now we're going to move into the minor arcanas. And if you are liking this deck, let me know. I want to hear your thoughts. I actually really enjoy this. I'm afraid, though, if I use it a lot, I may damage it, but I don't know. It kind of reminds me, no, the other deck is thicker than this. Anyway, we shall see over time. Here we go. The Ace of Pentacles. I love that. 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I can feel the struggle on that. The tree's like wilted. It's just the frame of the tree holding up those heavy pentacles. And the stars each have different lines, so I'm sure they mean something. I'm just not too sure what. I have to go and study that a little bit on the symbology of that. But I can definitely feel the tension in that card with the green and the red and the orange, kind of like a warning. You go through the yellow, caution, earth. 6. That's really cool. 7. 8. Oh, that's awesome. The clock. 9. And 10. Okay. Now we're going to go to what? The page. The court cards. Forgot about that. The Knight. The Queen of Pentacles. She has a rabbit there. Fertility. This is cool. And then, of course, the King. His foot's on a cage of a bird. So if he lets up, the bird can be free, but he holds it in place to control. That's a cool card. Next, we have the Cups. The Ace of Cups. What the 2 looks like. That's wild. The 3 of Cups. It's got an Egyptian vibe to this card. When you first look at it, it feels like a mummy in the middle there, right? And then the roses. Love, happiness, joy. The 2 women at the side of the one in the middle. I do feel the joy in that card. That's interesting. 4 of Cups. The 5 of Cups. Huh. 6. Harmony. I can see that. Zen in the element. 7. 8. 9. 10. You know, it's kind of weird. It's got the it reminds me like Dolly a little bit, but also Rider Waite and also a little bit of Marseille. It's all combined in one. I really like the vibe of this deck. It's really cool. And by the way, delivery to the US, it came really quick. So I recommend them if you want to just pick up a copy of it. I mean, they are cool. I mean, they look really nice. The Page of Cups. Oh, that's wild. The Knight. Oh, that's interesting. It's like he's in a balloon or something. Just floating in the air. The Queen of Cups. Oh, that's nice. And the King. Interesting how the King is on the ground, not the water. Usually he's in the water and the queen's on the earth. They're interesting renditions for sure. Swords. The Ace of Swords, that's cool. I can feel that. The Two of Swords. Again, you see the cracked here. It's like the mind's not sure. The subconscious being used a little bit. The swords are crossed as well. The Three. That's probably one of the better threes I've seen. I really like this rendition of the Three. The Four, that is cool. That's really cool. The Five. Oh, you can feel that. And I love the position of the swords. They mean something, by the way. The Six. Up for battle. And the water is calm on this side, but rough on this side, which I find interesting. It has two swords coming on this side and three on this side. It's almost like saying you have a decision to make with the sword sticking up. That's your possibility and your potential. And the question is, what are you going to do? And you have the two here, which is really the decision as water hits it. Or you have the Three, which is communication. And to me, it's more like communicating with yourself to understanding what it is you want to do, because you already kind of know, to get that into that calm, cool water. Nice. The Seven. I love the snake around those swords. The Eight. Oh, that's wild. Love it. The Nine. Beautiful, beautiful Nine. And then the 10. Oh, yeah. The sun's rising. You may feel defeated, but you're going to start over to something better. The Page. A lot of action in that, a lot of movement. The Knight. Oh, a lot of energy in that card. The Queen. I love the crow on the sword. I love that red energy, that red dress in there too. I really get the vibe. But this is actually a really nice deck. The King of Swords. He's not holding the sword. He's older, mature. It's almost like he's so unhappy though, sitting there. He does not look happy at all. He wants to grab that sword and go to battle. But remember, he's master of the mind. He's the King of Swords. Now the last suit is the Wands. This is all the fire energy. Alrighty, so after the Ace, we have the 2. Then the 3. I like that, the 4 of Wands. Yeah, it's such a weird deck. It's like you got the Marseille going on, and then some of the cards you got the Rider-Waite, so it's a nice mix. The 5 of Wands. You hold them all in your hand. Interesting. And the symbolism, this is the 5. You see a little closer here. Okay, the 6. Oh yeah, the 7. That's wild. The 8 of Wands. You feeling communication in this? Or you feeling movement in this? Fast action. I'm not sure if I do or don't. Huh, interesting. The 9. And then the 10. Yeah, I can feel the burden on that for sure. You know what's interesting? Looks like he has a Thorn of Crowns. Carries the weight for you. You carry the weight for everybody else. Isn't that what that's about? It's always on your back. You give of yourself, and you feel like nobody ever gives back. That's the 10. The Page of Wands. The Knight, oh man, you feel the action in that, the power in that card. That's beautiful. The Queen, oh, this is great. With the Tiger. She holds all that energy in her hand, and these tigers are so strong and fast, they can rip a man apart. Here she is just holding it with one hand. She has all the power. And then the King of Wands. He looks sad. He wants to get out of that place and go explore again. All that red fire around him, and the green's the earth which centers him, but that red passion's still there. He wants to get up. Red beard. It's got a real Celtic look to it, feel to it. And the salamander, complete cycle with his tail in his mouth. All right, so that is the deck. So let's go ahead and shuffle it and kind of see how it shuffles. All right. I don't do, I've always said, but I don't do the bridge shuffles. So we're just gonna, they don't shuffle bad at all. They shuffle actually fairly nice. That's nice. And they slide together really nice. So it's a very easy to shuffle deck. That's for sure. It's not stiff. I wish it had like a little bit thicker or more like a card-like feel to it, like a playing card to kind of protect them, like that plastic covering or something. Because I feel like they're just like paper being cut out or something. I don't know. But again, they are absolutely beautiful cards. So that's a shuffle. Let's try the overhand. That's nice too. They slide pretty easily. Let's try it this way here. Let's get a one card reading. Let's see what they say. All right. What message do we have for all our amazing viewers for this beautiful deck we just reviewed? The Queen of Wands. Whoops. And the Page of Swords. So that means there's a person in your life who is a nurturer and will take care of you, but they love a challenge. So there's somebody out there who just loves a challenge, will nurture you, but it's a little bit of fire. That's interesting. So anybody like that in your life you know of? And this person will help you go to the next level with your creative energy. So if you're a little bit shy, they'll help draw it out of you. If you're a little bit flamboyant, they're going to pull you in a little bit. That's the cat. Anyway, that's a one card little read there for us. If you enjoyed this deck review of the Mystical Universe Guidebook of the Mystical Universe Tarot and its guidebook, drop me a comment below, give this video a like, and I want to thank you all for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, thank you, and I'll see everyone here in the next video. All right, bye everybody.